So, okay, anyways, we'll start off. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Um, you know, it's a new week, new new project, new money, right, Briscoe? So, let's begin. First of all, yes, I was saying, guys and girls, whoever's going through my recording still, you know, I think Brianna, I sent you a voice message. I know it was like an hour long, but I hope you went through it. Um, to help you out. Everybody else, I haven't heard anything, so looks like we're okay. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, so everybody who's new, you're not understanding what I'm about to say. Don't worry, just take notes. If you feel like I'm going too fast, let me know. All right, this is for kind of my students that have been here for since I started. That's why I said if you wanted to stay out, just feel free to stay out. But if you want to, kind of get the concept of it, just take notes. All right. If you're not understanding, don't worry. The recordings will eventually get up. And once you get to this stage, you'll understand what I'm saying. Oh, so that's what that guy was saying. All right. All right. So let's start here. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. All right. Cool. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. So, as you guys see, um, Asian range, right? Asian range, right? I've said do not take trades here. But so here's the thing. I think I already went over this, but I'll go over this again real quick. All right. So let's say they were doing this here. All right. And then you got stopped out. You get stopped out right here. And then you come and tell me, Cash, why? Why did this happen, And I tell you, why didn't you wait for the stops to get hit first? This is a discipline thing, man. I know some of you are like, man, screw Cash. I'm gonna trade the Asian session. This is like the 10th time I'm gonna repeat myself. How many people do you see have their accounts getting burned in this session because they don't know what we know about the Asian session until they hit the stops, then we trade. All right. And yes, this is a variation to a reversal. All right. So you have to wait for the stops to get hit. So as soon as this box, you have the template, this box will stop painting. So you expect three vectors, right? I said they can either be in 3 candles, in 2 candles, in 50 candles. It doesn't matter as long as this the pushes that I'm talking about. All right. So 3 vectors, you start noticing the pins to the upside. All right. All right, so here there's no high of the day, so you use your blueberry as your resistance, right? They extended the blueberry by 3 with 3 swipes, 1, 2, 3. You heard it all your life, right? Oh, 3 strikes, you're out. Ready or not, here I come. 1, 2, 3, here I come. Well, I sound stupid, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? This is like a psychological thing. Like these 3, I'm not making this stuff up. Like everything mostly consists of 3. Like if you guys can agree, I'm sure you guys can agree, right? You've heard it all your life. 3, 2, 1, blast off, whatever the freaking thing is, right? So anyways, so 3 vectors. All right, 1, 2, 3, they extend the blueberry here. All right, you start noticing the pins. All right, you start noticing these. All right, and then your entry, right? So 30 to 90 minutes up to 2 hours maximum. So let's see how many passed here. So 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, 105, exactly 2 hours. And right in 2 hours, they shifted the zone in one bar, right? All this work and one bar. This is why the timing element is important, all right? Oh, Cash, could have I gotten in here? That's actually a good question. Now, if you actually, here's what I would tell you. If you saw this shift out of here, this candle right here, you notice this pullback right there, consolidation. Yeah, you can actually get in right here before, as long as you get in the shift before the shift. If you miss this, if you see this and it's all the way over here, you're done. That it's over, man. Like, why? What are you gonna chase? This is already down like 50 pips. How many? What's the 60? So about 70 pips. It's already down 70 pips. What are you going to get? All right. Okay. Now something else. Okay. So if you have a high of an Asian range and the low of the Asian range and you take a trade, what the hell did you take, man? Nothing, you know? You take an exploitation of the Asian numbers, an extension of the high or an extension of the low. After that number is a lock for an hour and 30 minutes. What I just said, all right? What I just said, an hour or 90 minutes, excuse me. This is the exploitation. This is the top hunt we're waiting for, all right? Not this. Not this. This is crap, all right? That's what I mean.
To be king of the universe, I imagine it's kind of a hassle. Now, everybody says, look at that big wheel with the stroke you like, but I could be like it.
Can you cut off your mic, please, whoever that was? Okay, cool. All right. So that's what I mean on that. All right. So that was just a little quick recap on that, you know, kind of refresh you from your weekend. All right. All right. Now, next thing. I share some charts on the teacher channel. If you didn't see them, this is I drew these on what, Friday, I think? I forgot, but these are on Friday, right? Level 3 chop, level 1 chop, and then drop down. This is level 2 currently, right? So if anything, they will consolidate and keep dropping, go make your level 3, possibly back into the range. And if they have more purpose to keep dropping, if that is in their book, they will do a reset and keep dropping. All right. Okay, so that's Euro AUD. The GBP pairs don't even talk to me about them because they're all consolidating. I'm not touching that. Euro Japan. All right, so right. So level 3, level 1. You can see the levels pretty nicely. Someone has their mic on. Oh, so someone has their you know, right, level 1, level 2, right, and drop here, level 3. If they have what they need, they will correct back and follow the trend. All right. If they don't, they will do a W back in the range and then do an M or a V and then keep dropping based off of what they need to do. All right. So I don't have to go through these. All right. So you already know the plays on these. All right. Now, something else I had to talk about were the levels. Oops. Yo, Cash, is there any difference in behavior between level 3? Good question. That's a very good question. So, Nick, all right, let me actually draw this for you, bro. Hold on. Give me a sec. That's a very good question. All right, so example, Nick. All right, so let me put black. All right, so 1, 2, 3. All right, so usually, right, level 3, Nick, is a choppy behavior. You start noticing pins to the upside, pins to the downside on the downtrend. All right, so pins here, pins here. All right, so level 3 chop. Now, once they drop, okay, they correct because they need to get their money back, right? Okay, now here's the thing. I have seen this chop because they are working the crosses, Nick. And what I mean by that is the fractional disparity. All right, I'm actually going to talk about that right now again. I'm going to show you the easiest way to know when they're working the crosses. All right, so this level 1. So, okay, so this will be your level 1, right? So we're expecting, oh, okay, so this is level 1. I should keep expecting it to drop. Now, however, if you notice this behavior and then they rise, Nick, if they rise and they break past here, you know this was a level 1. So that's the problem with these. They're very, very difficult to, you know, to kind of like, okay, you know, they're gonna do this because this and that, right? They're a little harder to understand. The level resets are a little harder, especially level 1. Now, when you know this is good, you know this, okay, so this was level 1, this is heading to 2, it broke past this structure, So I'm expecting stop on low rise going to level 2, level 3, right? You're expecting this. All right. Can they chop? Yes. Can they just do a W or possibly triple bottom? Yes. All right. They don't have to just do a perfect W. If they did that, it'd be kind of obvious. So I hope I answer your question on that one. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. All right. Now where's my notes now. Okay. The TDI. So for my new students, don't worry about this. This is for Cele, Briscoe, and everybody else. By now, you should understand how to really use the TDI and how to manage your trades with it, right? If you've been doing the work and actually seeing how the TDI works, the times where you've been scared out of a trade, when you've been scared, you see a M, and then you see consolidation, but your TDI is still pointing up, down. You get scared, and blah, excuse me, get scared by the market price behavior. The TDI should guide you through those rough patches, all right? Through those rough patches or wherever you have knots in your stomach, telling you, oh man, should I get out? Should I. By using the TDI, you can manage this thinking. All right, so I'm going to show you how to mark up the TDI in just a sec, okay? But before I get to that, I need to address something very important that I've been noticing with all of you. All of you. It has to do with the levels. All right. So here's the deal with the levels, guys and girls. I say, okay, so this is the first time I guess I'll tell you, but I'll tell you, I hope you understand from here on out, all right? For some reason, it just doesn't sink in, I guess I'd say. The levels are on the bottom list of importance. Why? Oh, but but yet you said that the levels, we need another DNC. I mean, but here's the thing. The DNC, especially coming out of the peak. All right. So if you see the peak here, it's a no-brainer that this is out of the peak. You don't trade it back into the peak, right? Even if you don't know the levels, this is not the move. The move is this. All right. So let me say it again. What's important? The pattern, the timing, which is I've told you the timing, and then the levels. Okay. So some of you guys are getting hung up on the levels, and just because you don't know where you are in the levels, you're not pulling the trigger. All right. So levels. So if you're having trouble with them, I know most of you are. Forget them, man. Identify. Okay, so Cash, but I've been looking at the charts, and lately it hasn't been doing the 3 pushes and then correction. All right, I'm gonna get to that right now too. All right, let's see. Get to the bottom of this. So we got 2 more people in here coming in. We got Dell and we got Edgar. Okay. All right, so where is it at? Is it this one? All right, so it's this one. Okay, let me get my pen now. So on the levels, real quick, I don't have this on the written down or anything. Just if you want to write it down, let me know. Pretty real quick with the moving averages. Actually, I have a picture. Forget it. I'll tell you right now. Okay, so working the crosses. What is the easiest way to identify that they're working the crosses? Okay, the easiest way to tell the dealer is working the crosses is if you get into the shadow box and he doesn't come out the Asian range. All right, let me repeat that, but it's very important. All right. If the dealer stays within the range of the Asian high and Asian low past the shadow into London, the dealer is working the crosses. What the hell do you mean, Cash? Sounded like a mouthful. Cool. I'll repeat. I'll show you. All right. So, example. This is a perfect example. Okay. So, this is your, where is it? Okay. So, this is your Asian range, right? All right. So, if the dealer is over here consolidating and doesn't move as much and the shadow box still stays like that during the whole session, they're working the crosses, my friend. All right. They're working the crosses. Okay. If the dealer's holding the level at the high or near at the low and doesn't extend it, he's working the crosses. All right. So GBP USD. So what are the crosses, right? GBP AUD, GBP CHF, GBP NZD, GBP. I don't know what other pairs is there, but you know, you get the point there. All right. All right. We got that. So whenever you see this movement, man, it's not moving. You know, you have an opportunity in the other crosses. All right. Okay. Real quick. Quick recap on working the high and the low board. The high, the HOD, and the LOD, which shows on your template your YH and YL, I think. Yesterday's high, yesterday's low. All right, so okay, so right, false move week beginning, they come down, spike down. All right, now here's the low, the LOD. All right, so can anybody tell me why are they pinning why are all these pins to the downside? Can anybody tell me why are they doing this?
Trapping shorts.
Exactly. They're trapping. Okay. That's a good. Okay. So here in this scenario, yes, they're trapping shorts. All right. Trapping. Exactly. All right. So they're trapping shorts, but at the same time, they're also not breaking the structure because they know that there are people who trade with limits. So what I mean by that is that, you know, a guy or a guru has a 100 standard tier at the buy limit, and they know that if they trigger it, they're going to have a horrible equity float, right? They're going to be like, oh man, I can't grab that. I can't afford that, you know? So that's why they get close, but not as close as to where the limits are. All right. Uh, so when the dealer sets the low or the high and doesn't break it, so example right here, and doesn't break it. Oops, where's my pen? All right. And doesn't break it, that's a clue. You know, you start thinking like these guys. It's kind of like a brick wall, you know? Kind of like a brick wall, you would say. You know, why? Oh, someone's mic's kind of loud. All right. Thank you, man. Whoever that was. All right. I know I kind of talk a lot, but it's very important. All right. So where was I? Okay. You know, it's kind of like a brick wall. You know, why in the world would the dealer think, you know, use your head, man. Why the heck would the dealer set a price and not break it? Why? You know, my guess would be that he has enough people trapped short or long. He doesn't want to allow them to see a profit. But because he keeps getting close. All right, think about your old mentality. Think about this. You've ever been in the situation where you say, oh, it's gonna go down, right? Oh, damn, you know, it's gonna go down. That it's gonna go this time. Now I'm down. Then again, $25. You know, this is the scenario. I'm down again, 25. It's gonna come back for sure this time. Now you're seeing a little profit. This is what I mean. He does that enough. You think in your head, man, eventually it will pop and I'm going to get my breakout. I'm going to get my trade and make some money. That's the mentality of the retail traders. If you've been here before and you say that you haven't done this, which I'm sure, I'm not saying you all have, but if you ever been in that situation, I have been in it too. So this fits exactly with what I'm saying. So when you see this behavior, you have to think like them. When you think like them, this is when they start trading in line with these guys. That's how you will be successful in this business. You know, I said this on day 3, part 5 or something, but that's what I mean. Trading in line with these guys will bring success in this business. All right. Okay, so here is the accumulation phase, right? The first the 8-hour bars that I've said. All right, so they extend it. They do a beautiful W. Well, kind of sloppy, but kind of like a triple. All right, so they come here. All right, they consolidate. Now, very important here. All right, so they chop around here, working the crosses. Okay, so this is technically level 1, right? So you expect level 2 and so on and so forth. Now, a lot of people get confused here. All right, so level 1. Now, see how they came in the next night? They did this into the stop hunt box, but they did not take out this area. So here, because they came back to this area, guys, this is a level reset. What I mean by that is that, well, not like a level reset. I don't want to get you confused. So pretty much I see this. I see a big fat W multi-session. All right. So yeah, you can say this is technically like a reset of your level, but you can also see it as a big fat W staring at you in the face. All right. W, and this will be your level 1. All right. This is not your level 1. This is your level 1. Level 1, day 1. All right. This big fat W. All right. So ignore all this. But in hindsight, all right, this is level 1. Now, if they come here and do this into the box and fail to take this area out, you see this big fat W and doesn't break past this area, you got this, man. You know this is going to keep rising, all right? So level 1, right? So W, V, right? Following the trend, right? So as you can see here, this has been an uptrend for a while, all right? This has been an uptrend already, okay? So keep that in mind. So example, Euro USD has been falling. You know, you're thinking, okay, what the hell? But I thought cash said is MAAW. All right, now let's go look at Euro USD. I haven't seen it right now, but let's go look at it. All right, some of you guys are having a struggle with it, I think. Let's see. Also, you need to understand that whenever the pair is not behaving as to what I've taught you, don't even touch it. Don't even bother with it. There's like 30 more pairs to look at. Trust me. Don't kill yourself over one pair. All right. All right. So I guess let's wait for this to load. Okay. All right. So Euro, right? So the psychological resistance and support were right there. Okay, so they break past it. So this here was a reset. If you go look at the 15-minute chart, if you want to know for Euro USD right now, I'm just telling you right now, this was a reset right there. This was your reset. All right. So you do expect possibly false move week beginning, extend the stop, and then keep dropping. All right. So that's Euro USD. follow the trend until you see level 3 chop. All right. That was for Euro USD, making it short and simple. Don't want to get nobody confused about the levels, about anything. All right. Just keeping it simple. All right. So that's for Euro USD. All right. So the homework for the TDI, where is it at? Is it this one? All right. Here's what I want you to do. Why are we doing homework for the TDI? Because you can identify the levels also on the TDI. All right, let me make this smaller. Hold on. Give me a sec, guys. Okay. This is going to be your homework. You can get any other chart. All right. So, okay. So, right, you see the M top right there, 1, right? And then the signal line crosses 2, right? Gives you a W, 1, 2. All right, they repeated the how. This was a Sunday. All right, the high of the week. They came and dropped 1, 2, and then another 1, 3 right there. W right there, 1, 2, 3. They ended back where they started. All right, so here's what I want you to do with the TDI. Label it. I know I kind of went a little too fast, but label them kind of like what I just showed you. If I went too fast, please tell me right now. But it's kind of the same thing as you're marking up the charts, all right? Just that it's the TDI. The reason for this, you may ask, is because with the TDI, you can get yourself clean setups, and you can understand the TDI a little bit more, all right? What I mean by that, oh, hold on, let me get this out. Give me a sec, guys. So I'm gonna erase that. What I mean by that, okay, is about like seeing the signals in the TDI. It's about trying to understand what the indicator is indicating. You're not gonna have it sitting there pretty just because oh, it looks good. No, it has a purpose, and you must identify that purpose. All right, your objective is to try to get clean entries as the shark fin. That's the cleanest entry. Oh, what's a shark fin? This is a shark fin right there. Oh, can it be out of the volatility bands? That's even a better entry. This is out the volatility bands. All right. The pullback on the TDI to the market baseline is a checkpoint or an entry. Let me repeat that. The pullback on the TDI to the market baseline is a checkpoint or an entry. Here, this is the market baseline, yellow. So this pullback, that's an entry, all right, to the market baseline. When you see these cross like that, that's an entry, all right, like this. This is another entry. You see how they cross? That's another entry, all right. Anytime you see a shark fin that turns over and crosses the blood, that's an entry. 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 All right. The best entries are outside the volatility bands. All right. They come out, that's the best entry. That's the best entry. This is the best entry right there. All right. Quickly, a checkpoint is a market baseline cross, a volatility band break, volatility band return, right? They return. This is your exit. All right. These are reasons to hold or fold. All right. All right. So for homework, I want you to label the shark fins, the signal crosses, your levels in here. If you can't do the levels, just message me and say, Cash, I can't do the levels. All right, this is for my old students, not for my new ones, because I know the new ones don't understand. All right. Where are the shark fins? Brianna. So I did say, just if you're not understanding, just sit and take notes. But here's the shark fin. back in the volatility, or this is a shark fin. Can you consider this as a shark fin? Kind of, but the best one is out the bands. That's a shark fin, blood in the water. All right. Okay, so let's see. Do they break the ball? Yes. Yes, they can. They can break the bands. That's why I'm saying that the best entries are the ones that come out the volatility bands. On the TDI on the computer, it's called volatility bands. It's not Bollinger Bands. Let's see, Mundo. If anyone wants to keep going up, notice it. Yeah, exactly, Mundo, exactly. So the market baseline, right, is giving you the directional bias of the market, right? That's what the market baseline is for. It's pretty much where the price is ranging, all right? And a quick tip: the blood in the water, the red represents the 1 hour. So that's the 1 hour, all right? That's the 1 hour. Candles, by the way, price action, all right? So that's your homework, guys. Give me three. Give me three. Give me three of any pair, any one you want. Pick any. Give me three of them. You have the whole week to do them. All right, I won't rush you. All right, let's see what I have to go through next. I have to go through one more thing, and guess we'll call it a night. All right. Let's see. Give me a sec, guys. Let's see. All right. Okay. Yeah. So this chart giving you a very difficult chart so you can see that they're not all beautiful. All right. So same thing. All right. So you got your P formation low right there. All right. You got your W, another W, right? So W, V, V in essence, and then M, right? They corrected. And this is what I'm talking about. This is your level reset. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, so you see they came and corrected, pinned the blueberry. This is an uptrend. So this is, and then they shifted again, possibly this, and then keep rising. All right. So the WVVM still exists, just that they're a little more hidden. So in this example, you see how they did this, and then they came, drop down, they came here, reset, and then they kept pushing up. All right. Understand, please, that they're not all going to be pretty. All right. Sometimes they're going to be very sloppy like these. Okay. They're going to be very sloppy. All right. So that's why, example, you don't short this. It doesn't pay out. You don't short this because you know where you are in the cycle. You see all these pins, but if you notice, it doesn't really pay out. This is what we're looking for. You're saying this one paid out. This one, they extended it, right? This move exists for the breakout traders. So you know why this happened. They came down, pins to the downside. We know where we're going, right? If this was in hindsight, we know where we're going, all right? So ignore all this. Now, if you notice, though, that price is doing this and chopping around, and you know where you are in the cycle already, this is day 3. You're expecting, okay, so I know there's a correction soon. I am not trying to swing trade, so I exit, all right? And then in the overall picture, you'd be like, oh, okay, so this whole thing was an M. All right, cool. So they're going to correct, and I know possibly this will be your level. So, right, Nick, so see here, this is your level 1. You see how this level 1 right here is a little more, I'd say a little choppy. So they can be like this, all right? There's variations on the theme, okay? Let's see. You think these panels will come on? Very good question, Tristan. Personally, I'll tell you right now, I feel like people are making it more harder than it seems. What I mean by that, Tristan, is that they're looking at the bigger picture. Excuse me, they're looking at just the moment. Like they're not looking at the bigger picture, bro. So, example with Euro USD, I keep seeing people. We're trying to buy it. We're trying to buy it and keep getting stopped out. Keep getting stopped out. You're like, okay, but what the hell? You know, I got the W. I count 3 levels. I got stopped out. Why? That's what I mean. You know, just it's. I'm not saying not to catch reversals, but the best reversals are at the low and high of the day. If you notice, okay, oh, but Cash, last week USD Chef hit the high like 4 times. Okay, but that's because, okay, so example, right? So they hit the high. I think someone took that. I think I went over it, but they hit it 4 times, right? Okay, cool. But the MAs were so close to each other. I'm not saying that they can't break past it. Yes, they can. They don't give a damn about the moving averages, but most of the time, right, your moving averages were like this, and you were in essence in level 2, I believe, when you were trying to counter, right? Don't counter level 2 or level 1. All right. But Kaz, you just said not to care about the levels. Okay, but understand, don't trade back to the peak.